Right, can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Sorry, people. I'm having problems again with the thing. Hopefully you can hear me. Let us know. No sound. You can hear me now, yeah? Awesome. Cool. Great news. Right, so sorry about that. Welcome back. As you can see, we've got a different layout. Thank you all for tuning in. The day has finally come. The day has finally come. 5:30 kickoff. We go against First Vienna, first preseason game. Very interesting. They've announced the teams they have, which we'll get into now. We will. So let me just go back onto it on Twitter. So for the first half, obviously they got two teams out. So first half, Solomon in goal, Adamson, Dunn, Edwards, and Boy Kemper making his debut for QPR today. Isaac Madsen in midfield with Benny Vale and Sato behind Burrell. On the bench, we got Warren and Obuku and Saniolo, I believe it is. And then that obviously will change at half time. Everything will be changed. So not bad, not looking too bad. I'm looking forward to seeing Boy Kemper play. See what Solomon says in the first half as well. But we got Leo Watts in the chat. Thank you for letting me know. Cheers, man. Patrick, good afternoon from Toronto. Can't wait for the new season to begin. Same here. There's the lineup. Harvey, bro, can't hear you. Yeah, that's all done. Has the game kicked off? Not yet. Not till 5:30, mate. Yeah, I hear you now. What's the lineup for today? You just read it out. What's up, DB? Good to be back. Pete says, yep. Hey, DB, how you, mate? I'm good, Paul, man. And Teddy, you weren't even went. You ever went on holiday like abroad? Me? Yeah, I've been abroad. But I haven't been abroad in a while. I've not been abroad in a while. Look, like I said, the teams are out. Vienna hasn't actually announced their team. I'm just trying to. Gonna have to do it the other way, ain't I? But yeah, teams are officially out. They are. There's the teams. Seed, welcome into chat. Says you are. Teddy says you ever played water polo? Nah, never. I'll be honest. I try to avoid any water, anything to do with water. I am not on it. I am not on it. Forget that one bit. Water can fuck off. Honestly, my opinion. So yeah. I've never played. I've never done it. I'm never gonna do it, to be honest. I'm not gonna go near water. It's that simple. So yeah, it's not that I'm afraid of water or whatever. It's just more fact being that I do not want to be anywhere near water for story wises and stuff like that. So yeah. Who do you think our number goalie? I think it's only going to be one, isn't it? It's going to be Charles probably. They announced it in the video, mate. They announced it already in Kone's and Mbenge's video. I won't listen to what West London Sports says, to be honest. Right, who's purchased who's purchased the pass? Who's going to be watching the game? Who's going to be watching the game? I'm just actually just getting it ready now. Sorry, people. Sorry about this, people. just trying to sort this out. I have so bringing my old phone out so can watch the game and be in chat. Paul says. Seed says he's watching. Did you see the Mbenge crossing? Yeah, I told you lot. Listen, look. Even Julian knows. Come on, I've been telling you, all of you, about how bad his crossing is, man. And look, even Julian knows about it, bruv. Come on. That. It was funny though. It was funny. It was funny. I'm not gonna lie. It was so funny. Right, let's turn the volume down on here so that you lot don't get me banned. Hi Brim, Pete says you will be watching and play what tonight? If I'm forced to, probably, yeah. Ward would make more sense. He's our player, Charles. The problem is like this, right? It depending on who does better, you know, who is more of a Julian player. Look, they're both brilliant. Look, they're both brilliant and they're both Julian players, they are, right? But the problem is with Ward is that this is his first season in the championship, right? And if you think about it, this is also this is like Charles's league, you know. Charles has played this league with Sheffield Wednesday, so it's one of them things where it'll probably be Charles, you know. I reckon it will be. I wouldn't mind it being Charles because I like Charles. I think he's brilliant. The only thing that I worry about right now is that I don't want any of you lot to hate on any of our keepers like we did with Nardi and Joe Walsh, talking crap about them. I think we need to kind of understand, like I said, I want us to kind of understand it's not just a goalkeeper issue that we had, it's also a defensive issue. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this does help a little bit. I know obviously they're two experienced keepers and I'm hoping to see some sort of thing that we did see at the start of the season against Preston. Like I said, this season's all about Julian. It is, and I so hope we kill it today. I really do. I know, you know, compared to obviously last preseason, wasn't the greatest when we went abroad, but we have a better team. We're taking a better team than we did before, so it's a big improvement. So yeah. But yeah, that sums up that question. But also, yeah, I think this whole video stuff with Mbenge and Kone, like, it's flipping hilarious, man. Honestly, really hilarious. I enjoy it, bruv. Honestly, I really enjoy it. Alright, what's our score prediction today? What's our score prediction? Obviously, I'm gonna go with a 3-0 win QPR. I'm just gonna put it out there. I feel like it's gonna be an interesting game. I know we've got a lot of QPR fans going to Austria. Oh, so yeah. I'm going 3-0. New season starts. Like pre-season last season, we kicked off our channel properly and we killed it as well. So yeah, let's see what happens in this season. And Bengi, a good lad. Teddy says, I'm gonna watch the match and see how QPR can't wait till QPR be Millwall. Come on, Millwall. Like I said, there's clubs that I'm a bit wary about in the championship, like such as Millwall, Middlesbrough. You know, Millwall to me, you know, it's different playing styles. I'm not just talking about passing game, but Millwall, like I said, it reminds me of when Neil Warnock was at QPR. The playing style that Millwall doing with Neil is it's a bit similar. So yeah, good for a 4-0 win today. Burrell to get 2 in the first half. I reckon Burrell will be killing it today. Burrell has got a keeper, well, not in Solomon. Do you know what? The fact that he's taken Solomon with him kind of says a lot about Solomon. And I'm not gonna lie, I have put a lot of I would say hate, but a lot of strong opinions on Solomon in the sense of, is he good enough? So yeah. Teddy, listen, look, the thing is with Middlesbrough, right, is that Kim, this is a head coach, Kim, he seems to be a very good head coach with tactically movement. Like, I want to say he is Pep, but the playing game looks resemblance to Pep Guardiola. So yeah, I don't know if they'll finish second. No, I didn't say they'll finish second. Personally, I think the one that wins the league is West Ham. I think West Ham win the league, and I also think Burnley will be second. But then again, I also think anything can be different, because this could be the downfall for West Ham, you know? Enjoy their videos. Yeah, man. No, I know that, Teddy. And look, I'm not saying you're saying me. I'm just saying, look, when it comes down to football, right? I've said this many times to you guys, that stats are great and brilliant, but I also focus a lot on looking at a player's style, if that makes sense. So if a player's style suits what I like to see, then I'm gonna say something, you know. And look, it's like Hayden Hackney, right? Hayden Hackney has been superb for Middlesbrough for the past 4 seasons, okay, since he's come onto the scene. And I think that when we talk about last season, I think he was so influential to where they was with this new head coach. Like, he did well with Edwards, but I think he learned a lot under Kim. Really, like, really good. And you know, they got Conway and all these guys that are really good championship players. So it's one of them things where look, I could sit here and say Southampton as well. You know, I really enjoyed watching Southampton play last season, but you know, there's that prospect of, did they spy on us as well? Because that away game did look suspicious, if that makes sense. So yeah. Were you surprised to hear we turned down the approach for Varane, or do you think we just trying to get price? Listen, look, I know Varane wasn't great last season compared to his first season with QPR, but Varane is still a QPR player, and Varane will always be a QPR player until he either decides to leave, or the fact that a good price comes in for him. You know, we bought him for about 2 million, and if a club comes in for 5 million, I think 7 mil is where the club wanna get for him, because he is very good. But obviously, depending on how he plays, you know, if Julian is playing him in a certain way, but it's like Julian seems to does like him. Julian does play him. He doesn't say a bad thing about him. So I think he's going to be involved in the team. And you know, you wouldn't send Varane to Austria to play if it was for no reason, you know. So in my opinion, I think Varane stays, and he is a part of the project. So yeah, I like Varane, I really do. I just felt like last season's playing style was a bit different for him. So yeah. Why you died for from Twitch? So QPR's getting smoked. Yeah, you funny, Mikey. You're funny. You're funny as hell. Funny guy. Does anyone else think Lincoln rock bottom? Oh, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. But I think Lincoln might just survive. Cardiff might be a very strong team next season, in the sense of finishing above relegation. Are we playing in this season's kit? We're playing in the black kit. We're playing in the black kit. H Football, hi, how are you, man? Thank you for tuning in. Southampton didn't spy on us. We were just shit. Yeah, but it was just a bit. Look, even Julian said in after the whole thing, the scandal came out, even Julian was like in the press saying that they did find certain things suspicious, and certain goals and certain playing styles of the team. So yeah, I'm not saying they did spy on us, but you know, the way it was a bit suspicious. Varane had a stinker last season, Pete says. Yeah, look, he wasn't the best, but we know he's good. Look, I know he's good. We've seen it. I've seen it for Girona as well when we bought him from Girona. You know, I highly rate Varane, but he just didn't have the best season last season. And hopefully this season is a bit of a change. You know, some players just have that off season, you know? Like, I can tell you many players that QPR have had players that have done really well under head coaches and then fallen off under the next, you know. Look, Jimmy Dunn didn't do really great with Mark Warburton, you know. Even though he brought him in, he didn't really do great with him. So it's one of them things. Game will be kicking off in about 10 minutes. So yeah. Oh God, please don't ask me, can England win the World Cup? I am not interested. I'm not interested in England winning anything. I just want them to be eliminated, to be honest. And I know that's hard for me to say. I know you lot will be like, what the hell? You know. I just haven't enjoyed the World Cup. I've not enjoyed the World Cup this year. It's not been great in my opinion. It's been look, if you're a suspicious, like if you are a person that thinks certain things where it's all scripted or whatever, I'll say this. England. Cheers Mikey on Twitch. Cheers man, stream's looking sick, bro. I appreciate it. Hey, look, is everyone actually, look, first things first, before we get into the game, right? Does everyone like the new layout? Is this the best layout that we've done? I just want to know. Put your comments in. Is this the best layout? Do you want to see the layout like this a lot more? Or do you prefer the original where the webcam is bigger? You know? Let me know. Let me know. Because obviously I've only done this for today. I've only done this whole layout for today just to see how it is. But let's see how it is, yeah? Southampton will be relegated, won't recover from... Jesus Christ, Patrick, jeez. Patrick, you did say that certain people were shit at QPR. So yeah, listen, look, if Koenig comes on and scores today, wow. Listen, there's one person that we're missing today is Robert. Where the hell is Robert, man? Where's Robert when you need him? Foley, hey B bro, hope you're well. I'm good, man. Yeah, layout looks cool, man. Cheers, Foley. Much love, much appreciation for that. H football as well. Paul says, yeah, World Cup ain't been great, and the refs have been shocking. Yeah, listen, look, the World Cup is set up, man. The World Cup is set up. It is set up for France v Argentina final, and Argentina to win it, and Messi to go off into the sunlight and be a bigger name than Ronaldo. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's so set up, in my opinion. It's so set up, you know. And I haven't... Look, as a big football fan, usually, like I said before in the streams, I'm a very emotional guy when it comes to football. With England, if England, obviously, previous competitions, you know, it's been emotional to see them get knocked out and all of that. But this year, I just can't wait for them to get knocked out. I thought they, you know, surprisingly, they've done better than I expected. And tonight, they go up against Norway, which is not going to be easy. You know, it's going to be a Kane v Haaland. It is. And, we'll see what happens. Look, but my main focus is this. QPR is my main priority, man. QPR is my main priority. This is the club that I want to focus on today. Not England. This, you know. I won't show you England lose tonight, to be honest. Good layout, Patrick says, thank you. First time I've seen stream like this. Look, so we got this layout here, right? We got this layout here. And then obviously we have... Is it this one? Then we have the DB show, this one here, as everyone knows, but obviously this is not going to be great for this. Or we have the old one from obviously last season, as everyone can see, which I changed a little bit for the World Cup, but if you lot prefer this one, we'll see how it goes. We'll use this till the end of the pre-season. We will. And look, I'm always trying new things to improve. As you can tell, the thumbnail's different as well, you know. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll go from there. What I will say is though, people, what I will say is though, thank you, man. Honestly, that video we posted, it killed it, man. Honestly, the video killed. Look, I'm very surprised how that video got so far, man. So yeah, won't be surprised if England lose. I've seen it. Well, something looks different. New hat. Well, haircut, new hat, new layout. Yeah. Everything word up. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Sorry I'm a bit late. Have you said what you Foley, you're not late, don't worry about that. Listen, you're not late, man. We have mentioned the starting lineup, which I'll say again. So the first half, first team for the first half will be Solomon in goal, Adamson, Dunn, Edwards and Kemper all at the back. We get to see a debut from Boy Kemper. Isaac and Madsen in the middle. What a combination. I'm very interested and intrigued to see this combination. Benny, Vale and Sato all behind Burrell. So we're going 4-2-3-1. Unless Vale is joining Isaac and Madsen in midfield as a 4-3-3. I'm not too sure. Subs is Warren, Sanayolo and Obuku in the first half. They will announce a second team, obviously, straight after the first half, as everyone knows what preseason's like these days. So, yeah. Mikey says over Twitch, new one. Okay, cool. Fair enough. As you can tell, look, not all QPR fans might not know this in our generation, but Foley, Patrick, Robert, and some others obviously will probably know this. If you can see this on the right hand side, my right hand side of the overlay, as you can see, we have the EFL Championship trophy, the playoff final trophy, the Carabao Cup trophy, and the football division championships. So anyone knows how those trophies. We've won 4 trophies. We have possibly a bit more if you want to count preseason tournaments with Tarapt. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a bit of history with QPR there in the overlay. So yeah, hope Norway win. It will be great way to end after all the BS that has been going on. Patrick says Collie left at home, not looking good. Word up says. Don't know how much about the other team. Any good? I don't know much about them. That's why I didn't do a preview show, to be honest. Chip off the old block. Afternoon DB mucker. To be honest, prefer the current layout. Looks very professional. Awesome. Thank you, man. Much love, much appreciation. Hopefully you enjoy the stream today. But look, going on to word up. Word up. Right. That is a very fit topic that I actually want to talk about before the teams come out. Right. So this Collie situation, okay, and I've said this already, right? If it's true that Collie wants to go, it would have happened a while back. It would have happened a while back. Look, I'm not saying Collie's not happy, okay? Because Collie's probably upset a little bit. But this is the thing, right? In the whole thing, if Collie was discussing future to go, he wouldn't be put on that left-hand side when they announced the team that was going to Austria. They would have put it on the right side. So, for me, all these rumours about Collie, if it happens, it happens, right? But at the end of the day, there's certain players' fitness that is not right and obviously has to be sorted out. So, my opinion is this, right? Let's not put no negativity on Collie. He's a great talent that I would love to see stay at QPR, and at the moment he is. He is a QPR player. No rumours, no nothing apart from little people on Twitter trying to get a like and attention about Collie. You know, at the end of the day, let's stay positive about Collie because I like Collie, and let's just see him what he does. Look, at the end of the day, we can only say something when news has officially happened to him, if that makes sense. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to seeing him next season. I am. You know, I love Collie, exceptional player, and hopefully he stays. So yeah, teams are out. Do we have an assistant coach yet? Not yet, not yet, and we hopefully should announce something soon. And I reckon it might be Kevin Betsy. I reckon, you know, it might be Kevin Betsy or Julian is trying to get his own guy in. So yeah, they're probably trying to find the right person to come in. So yeah, but it looks like a good turnout for the whole game. To be honest, quite a bit of crowd, quite a bit of a crowd. So yeah. So what about isn't the So obviously the commentary today is not going to be from Tyler Morris and Sinton. It's going to be from the usual person that goes away with the R's, the media guy. So yeah. Alright. Here comes the players. They're coming out. Right. Usually I'd put a QPR top here, but I think not today. I think not, people. Foley, thank you for the shout out, man. Much appreciation on that. Like Foley says, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to. If you want to see more on this channel, stay tuned. We will be continuing everything that we did last season with QPR and more. Like I said, this channel is not just going to be a QPR channel, it's going to be more than that. So we've started certain things already, and yeah, if you enjoy it, stay tuned and we go for that. I do appreciate the love and support, and you guys are also the ones that make this channel, so much love for that. So yeah. Paul says think Madsen and Isaac will be a good combo. Well, this is probably why he's trying it today, to see what happens, because they're both similarities. Kieran Morgan is more of a defensive midfielder, I would say, but they have similarities. So let's see what happens. The teams are coming out now in all black. Solomon in goal, Jimmy Dunn captain still, so that's a good sign. But looking good at the moment. Looking good. We got live commentary today. First preseason game, 5:30 p.m. kickoff. First Vienna. Let's go in Australia. About to say Australia. Austria. Do you know what? Guys, anyone, you know, I don't know if we can do this on Twitch or YouTube, but if there's anything you see in this stream, anything in the stream today, and concurrent and go on, I don't know, I was gonna say if you want to try clip stuff, whatever's funny, up to you. So yeah. Alright, I think QPR are going to be kicking off. Alright, let's not have a similar scenario to last season's preseason. Burrell cut his, yeah, he did. Burrell did cut his hair. Jimmy Dunn's dyed his hair, or I should say highlighted his hair. Alright. So Julian Stefan's team has been, it looks like Kogi Sato. Looking forward to seeing him play. Boy Camper though is the one that I really want to see what he's like for QPR. Look, do you know what? Keely Adamson's playing. That's one thing that I'm very happy to say. Keely Adamson is finally in the team. Andy, cheers, thank you, yours, man. Come on. Alright, it's a minute silence, I think. I don't know why. Jeez. Something must have happened. So happy it's all kicking off again. Been a long time. I'm so like I said, man, the whole season I've missed completely, man. I've missed QPR, watching QPR. I think they're brilliant. I really do. But yeah, we're back again, people. We're back. And we're gonna be back for the next, what, 9 months, is it? 10 months? 9 months, I think it is. So yeah, we're gonna be back for 9 more months. And then back to next season, and hopefully that's in the Premiership. So yeah. So yeah. And not anonymous. I'm gonna say that's what it says. It's Pierce Charles starting at goalkeeper. Not today. It's Solomon today. Solomon is starting, mate. Watching from Dubai. Keep up the good work, mate. Cheers, Andy, man. Cheers, man. You're a lucky guy in Dubai, man. Honestly, flipping it. In fact, you know what? Hopefully you're okay and safe with everything that happened out in Dubai. Hopefully all the best. Hopefully everything is fine with you and your family and stuff like that. But thank you for your support, Andy, man. Much love, man. I appreciate it. Alright. Let's see what Solomon does, boy. So, right, guys, put in the comments which players should we focus on today? Which players do we need to have a look into? You know, obviously, Boy Kemp is going to be one of them. Solomon, Isaac, you know, all these guys. Who do we need to focus on? Let's put in the comments. AB, good to see you, mate. Been a while. How are you? This third kit is so clean. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm definitely gonna buy this kit, and maybe if you guys are lucky, I might do a giveaway on the one of the kits. So yeah, on the shirt. So yeah. Right, QPR kickoff. Solomon on the ball straight away. Alright, it's gone long. The video quality is really appalling from QPR. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is there it's on auto. I'm a DJ here, mate. All been fine here since I arrived in March. News. What happened? Okay, fair enough. I didn't know that. I'm obviously, yeah. You know, with everything that was going on in the news and all that, what they were saying. So yeah. I'm good, brother. Good to be back. Good to see you, baby AB, man. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, bro. Honestly, listen, look. I put it in there already. Look, I like Joe Walsh. Murphy Cooper, I like him, but I did stay before, you know, I just don't think they're Julian players. You know, Julian, like, you know, when you bring in a player like Burrell and the way he wants the ball, you can tell right away that it's one of them things where you need a keeper that wants to control the box and through ball it and go long, you know, do what we need to do to get them goals. So yeah. But Charles, exceptional keeper, and hopefully we get to see a bit of Ward today as well. Koki Sato on the ball in the wing, and it's going to be a free kick. Yep. Boy Camper fouled there. XL, please. 8 low. Chip off the off block says, no worries. Alright, QPR go long down the right, and it's gone straight to the keeper. It has Daniel Benny chasing it. This is another player that is going to be probably chasing for a opportunity in the first team next season. Is Daniel Benny for sure. Jalen Pearman, obviously, let's see a bit more of him. Much done well in the development side. Koki Sato into the middle to Burrell. Burrell, Daniel Benny shoots. It's blocked. He's still on it. Takes his time. Brilliant. Isak shoots. Blocked again. Not bad by QPR. Lumley just gone to Wednesday. Would have had him back, to be honest. I'll be honest, Lumley reminds me a bit of Denny Dieng. Can sometimes make a bit of a mistake. So yeah. Eleanor, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully you're all good. Alright, so couple of good shots blocked from Vienna. Julian's up already. Trying to see if I can see anyone different on that bench, whether to say if there's a new assistant or not. Because there's someone that I really do want to see this a new assistant that he had at Strasbourg and Rennes. You know, them two had a good relationship. Burrell getting fouled there. But it's not going to be a free kick. But given away, Ronnie Edwards on the ball. Boy camping out. Pass it back to Ronnie. Right, Isaac looks like he's doing the defensive duties with Madsen, that box-to-box midfielder today. Sato on the ball. Boy Camper, a bit of a heavy touch there. Oh, Burrell's chasing it here, and he's unlucky. Keeper clearing it. Very close there. It's going to be a throw in QPR. It's going to be Boy Camper to take the throw. Predictions in chat. Foley says, I'm going 3-0. Said it at the start, 3-0. The Geezer, hi boss, may I ask why you have Carling Cup winners on the trophies? I'm sure in there was no sponsor, it's just the League Cup. Well, in circumstance, it was called the Carabao Cup. Well, it's called the Carabao Cup now. It was once the Carling Cup. And obviously, when we won it, it was probably something called different. But unfortunately, that's the only way I can. It came up on there, so I do apologize. But on transfer market, it does say Carling Cup, so yeah, it technically is a Carling Cup. But listen, at the end of the day, it's the Carabao Cup, League Cup, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing, in my opinion. So yeah, but thank you for the comment. Clinton Hill still available as a assistant manager. Would love to see it. Fair dues plan. Foley says I'm saying 4-1. Okay, 4-1 to us. Not a bad shout. We're on the ball anyway right now, on the edge of the box with Adamson. I think that was. Eleanor says 4-0 QPR, Burrell, Kone, Chair, and Boy. Okay, Boy to get a goal there. Jeez. Paul says started well. We have. Yeah, we have. Honestly, we're looking good. We're looking good. The passing's there. A couple of good long balls into Burrell. Jimmy Dunn, captain. Adamson. And it's challenged really well there. It's going to be a throw to QPR. Right. Adamson plays it back to Ronnie Edwards. Boy Kemper on the ball on the left. Plays it to Sato. Is that? It's not Sato. Who's that? Harvey Vale. It's a challenge. Harvey Vale's gone to the ground here. Boy Kemper having a word. It's a bit of a crazy challenge for a friendly. I'm not going to lie. Not gonna lie, I was a bit worried there, but Harvey Vale's up now. We all know Harvey Vale can. Look, the other thing as well is what I will say is that I don't want to see any injuries in pre-season. I really don't. That's one thing that I'm worried about. Alright, Sato, good play. Good play. Is there a penalty? No. Unlucky Sato. Unlucky. I thought... No, Burrell hasn't had a haircut. Burrell still has the same hair. Burrell hasn't had a haircut. It just looks very different. Right, it's a goal kick for Vienna. Right, we're putting pressure on them. They're playing it from the back. He will Foley. Kemper, you know, a couple of games in, we'll see what he's like. Look, like I said, it's only pre-seasons. We're not going to see the best of certain people, maybe. You know, not everyone is going to be challenging for everything. But, yeah. All right, Jimmy Dunn on the ball. Isaac gone out wide to Daniel Benny. Just too far. You know, some of these players have worked together in the development side, so that's a positive as well. So, yeah. Kemper will be... oh, no, we've read that one. Vienna on the ball on the right. Sato. The back four looks a lot better in communication, in staying together. So, that's a positive. Daniel Benny chasing it. He's done well there, and it's a free kick, though. Lino's giving it. Unlucky there by Daniel Benny. A lot of pressure in the game on the attack. That's what I like to see. Alright, Vienna on the ball with a keeper. 8 minutes gone. Come on, boys. I want to see a couple of goals already, man. Alright, Ronnie Edwards heads it to Isaac. Isaac's lost it there. Vienna on the ball. Goes out to a good ball there. It's onside. Into the box. And it's a good defending there by Ronnie. It's going to be a corner to Vienna. Listen, Benny's brilliant, Foley, man. I like Benny. Look, at the end of the day, some young talent need time to grow, you know? And it's just one of them things, you know, depending on who the head coach is and how they play and how they work out. It depends on the... Look, he sees something in Daniel Benny, he sees something in Jalen Pearman clearly to take them with him. You know, otherwise we'd obviously Archie go. You know, Archie O'Brien is someone that looks like he could be a future midfielder for us. You know, there's other players in that development squad that, you know, could have gone. You know, I don't know if Emerson Sutton, I think Emerson Sutton missed out. But, yeah, you know, it's going to be one of them things as well. Got to remember, this is only who they've taken to Austria. You know, when we come back from Austria in 2 weeks, we'll see other players play probably. So, yeah. Right, Ronnie Edwards on the ball. And remember, we're still going to be making more signings, you know. Look, if Esquidina goes, then Harry Amas must come in. We still want a right back, I would say. Unless Adamson performs well over pre-season. But, you know, everyone knows what right back I want, and that's Terry Devlin, but he could be a bit pricey. I'm trying to remember who else we need. If Isak does well in midfield with Madsen, that saves us from blowing a budget on a midfielder, but apparently we're still chasing a midfielder. Sato on the wing here, cuts in, shoots. Ah, it's just over the bar. Unlucky Sato. Do you know what? I'm seeing a bit of a difference with Sato in this first 10 minutes. More confident like he was in that first game when he officially signed for QPR. I think Madsen is player of the season in the championship this season. I honestly think, you know, we want to talk about Hayden Hackney last season. I think Madsen, if Madsen can kill it this season, honestly, you know, that is pretty much who Madsen is at, that quality level. You know, he does remind me of Hayden Hackney. He says Harry Amas. Look, I'd rather have Harry. Listen, these are the players. If we're talking about young players, Harry Amas and Shea Lacey, both of them players from United, bring them, please. Honestly. Right, good ball there from Vale to Boy Kemper. Right, Ronnie Edwards on the ball. You right, Scotty, sorry. Thank you for tuning in. A bit late. How's it going? It's been good. 0-0 still first 12 minutes of the game. But we've been very attacking. We're looking pretty decent. Alright, Madsen taking his time to Ronnie. Anyone know why Collie wasn't taken? I just think it's to do with fitness. I think it's to do with fitness, personally. I think he is staying at the club. And I also think that it's not great scenario if it is gonna be to do with fitness. Because I want my players fit this season, man. I really do. Alright, Veo on the ball. Good pass, good vision. And here they go, QPR, Daniel Benny. Good play, Madsen. Good call in. Get onside. Good ball to Daniel Benny. He's onside. Crosses it in. Way too high. A bit of an Amadou Mbenge cross there. Oh, man. Julian's funny, man. Did anyone see? I'm guessing like, someone brought it up anyway, but did everyone see the comment of what Julian said to Amadou Mbenge in the lift today? Or was it yesterday? That was funny. Colin might receive the knock in training and JS is just being careful. It might just be a stress thing. A stress injury. Scotty Kemper is on at left back and Solomon is in goal. I would put a team out on this, and I'm an idiot. I've just realized something. Usually I have a person that tells me about the timer. But no one's told me about it today. 13 minutes. We'll start. 14 minutes. Sorry, we'll start in a second. I gotta change it to black as well. Oh God. There we go. And then we also got to do this. If we can find it. There we go. That's better. Alright, let's get back to the stream. Alright, QPR on the boy. The ball, not boy. Boy, it's because Boy Kemper was on the ball. That was it, really. Solomon on the ball to Jimmy Dunn. Hello, you. What you up? What do you want, dog? What do you want? Go on and jump. QPR's on. You're not QPR. Look, QPR's on. You're hot and bothered, yeah? Okay, yeah, I know. I know. It's hot. I know. Oh, God, you're disappearing. Look in the webcam. Look, you're disappearing. Vienna on the ball in their half. Go on, go chill out up there by the window. Relax. Solomon comfortably on the ball. Cheers, Foley. Much love for that. Cheers, Foley. Right, Jimmy Dunn, captain on the ball into the middle, and it's a good through ball to Daniel Benny. Can he win it? Oh, he's done well there, Daniel Benny, but Vienna clear it. And it's offside by Vienna. It is. Alright, are we going to see a hydration break today? That's the thing. Are we going to see a hydration break? Alright, Ronnie Edwards, through ball to Boy Kemper, but Sato keeps it in. Offside, Sato. That dog is iconic. That dog is our mascot. It's pretty much sums it up. Our dog is our mascot. Alright, Vienna keeper clears it up the field. Alright. Burrell comes back to help out. So it looks like 4-3-3 at the moment. Through ball, Ronnie Edwards heads it away. Vienna on it. We got loads of people in defence. Alright, it's cleared away back into Vienna's half. Alright. That's off, ref. Our throw. Unlucky there. Right. Adamson to take the throw. We've got the two Aussies on the right hand side. I just remembered that as well. Adamson and Benny. Alright, Boy Kemper on the ball. They're sweating it, Foley. They're sweating it. So I would say, yeah. I would say it's probably that nice breeze, but still very warm, I would say. Right, Vienna on the ball. Right, Vienna. In our half now, on the ball. That's a good challenge there by Isaac. He's done well there, no free kick. It's our ball though, I think. Good, well played Isaac there. He's done well there to win that ball. But it could have been a free kick actually to Vienna. It might be a free kick. Is it? Let's have a look. No, it's not. I thought that would have been. Alright, Jimmy Dunn on the ball though. Alright, intramural to Isaac. Throws it to Harvey Vale. Vale wide goes. Sato's there! Daniel Benny! Shoot! Oh, he's just gone to the ground. Oh, unlucky there. I think Sato would have been the best option, Vale. Isaac keeps it in. No, Adamson, sorry, not Isaac. Alright, so throw it to QPR. Adamson to take. Adamson to take, sorry. Alright. Ronnie Edwards, is that, I think? Ah, it's unlucky there. It looks like 4-3-3. It looks like 4-3-3 for QPR. Not 4-3, not 4-2-3-1. Vienna on the ball. And we've only got... Oh, good play there. Good play. We've brought enough people back there to win that ball back. Right. Jimmy Dunn on the ball. Alright. Sato. To Isaac. Isaac's done really well there. Just giving away though. Constantine 1894. I'm guessing you are the home team fan. Sato's getting stronger as the ball. He got pushed off the ball too easy last season. He did. Listen, I think that was the main thing. That, you know, from seeing what these Japan players are training when they were in the World Cup, it looks like they focus a lot on strength. So I could sit here and say Sato should be fine next season, but you never know. Alright, Ronnie Edwards on the ball. Alright, it's coming up to the 25th minute soon. That's where we'll find out if there's going to be a break or a change in players. And Burrell, go on. Unlucky. Over the top it was from Vale, I think that was. Or Madsen. It's headed on. Daniel Benny. Burrell. Vale. Ah, keeper's got it. Unlucky, boys. I'm liking the way we're playing, man. I'm liking the way we're playing. Just need to get a goal, that's all. Once we get one, I reckon they'll start flying in. Right, Vienna, Adamson pushing on. Oh, Vale, can he get it? Nah. So, oh yeah, he has. Oh, unlucky. Go on, Kemper. Unlucky. Vienna on the ball now. Still in our half. Out wide. Can Adamson do something here? No, he's watched his player. Jimmy Dunn defending it. It's going to be a corner to Vienna. Alright. Corner coming in from the right-hand side. Oh, where I'm looking at is left-hand side, really, not right. So yeah. Kone warming up. Alfie Lloyd as well is there. Alright, whip. Whoa, that's a bad ball in. Boy Kemper heads it away. And Burrell, is that a free kick? No, it's no free kick. I'm very surprised with that one. That looked like a free kick to me. Is play being stopped? Yeah, Vienna players down. Not looking good. A goal will come before half-time, Pete says. I reckon so. I reckon so. I reckon there'll be something there. Alright. Everyone booing for the hydration break. Oh man, that's funny. I can't believe we're even doing that. Alright. It's Julian's got the board out. Julian's got his board out. Alright, he's getting a team around him. And Bengay, Don Edwards, and Kemper for me will be starting back for when the season starts. I don't know. You know. I don't know. I reckon Bengay might be on the bench. Obviously, Jimmy and Ronnie are both got to play. You know, they're two first-team players. Listen, look, hydration breaks, I get it. I understand it. You know, it's hot, all of that. But you only need it if it's a certain, like, hot heat level, degrees, Celsius, whatever you want to call it, right? That's the only reason why you would want to use it. I get people are worried about their health, state of mind, but if it's boiling hot there, then cool. But if it's not, I don't see the point of it. You know, you don't see a hydration break in October. You probably get a hydration break in the start of the season in August and going through to August. Julian is wearing Air Maxes. Jeez. Julian's got style, bruv. Julian's got the old Air Maxes out. Shout outs to Julian's dad as well, man. Julian's dad is the French assistant coach or manager. Why don't need hydration breaks in the championship game like American football? Mate, do you know what's worse? I'll tell you what's worse, right? And this is why I knew this was gonna happen, and we talked about it before the World Cup. We did. I said in America, right, there would be a freaking halftime show. They will treat this like fucking money, bruv. I said it, I stated it, and I knew it. And this is what's happening. There's gonna be a 45-minute flipping halftime show at the World Cup. It's absolutely nonsense, man. Right, Adamson goes long to Burrell. Keeper gets it. Right, Vienna on the ball now. Plays it back to the keeper. Burrell putting pressure on him. Cleared away out wide. Alright, and cleared away again. Alright, Ronnie Edwards plays it back to Solomon. Solomon. Bad pass there, Solomon. Come on. Vienna on it. And Isaac. Great challenge. It's going to be a free kick, though, to Vienna. I thought that was a great challenge. I thought he got the ball. Isaac looks very good, man. Boy, Kemper's even a bit annoyed with the call from the referee on that. Alright, referees got the wall going. Harvey Vale, Madsen, Jimmy Dunn and Ronnie all in the wall. I think he'll come on in this. I think the second half they'll probably swap Charles or whatever, Ward or whatever. I don't know. I reckon it'll be Charles, to be honest. Vienna's messed up completely. Right, Solomon. I want to see a bit better, man. Honestly, that was not great. Oh, man. Right, Solomon passes out to Jimmy Dunn, who goes long. Burrell just misses out on it. Vienna on the ball. Isaac intercepted really well there. Burrell using his pace down the wing. Gets down the wing brilliantly. It's going to be a free kick to QPR. He's done superb there. Burrell has. That's what I like to see, man. Honestly, both of them players of Vienna saying sorry for the challenge on Burrell. Jimmy Dunn. Adamson. He's a bit late there. It's going to be a throw into QPR though. Come you Ars. Jimmy Dunn on the ball. To Ronnie Edwards. Right, it's gone back to the left-hand side to Boy Kemper. Sato tucking in. Does really well, controlling the ball. Waits for Boy Kemper on the run. Sees Madsen really well there, but Madsen takes a bad touch, wins it back. He's done really well there. Out wide to Boy Kemper instead. And it's going to be a corner. It's the first QPR corner. Good play there. Good play. Good play by Madsen to win the ball back and Harvey Vale. Putting pressure on the midfielder when they lost it. Alright, Sato looking a bit more stronger and hencher a little bit. He's worked on his strength a bit. But corner's taken quickly, Vale, and it's gone cleared. Alright, it's going to be a throw into QPR. Alright, Jimmy Dunn giving it to Adamson to take. Alright. Burrell loses it. Adamson gets nutmegged. This is going to be a free kick to Vienna, is it? Nope. Alright, to Ronnie Edwards. Alright, Jimmy Dunn on the ball now. Burrell back to Madsen's unlucky through ball by Madsen there. He saw Sato on the run. And it's a good interception by Jimmy. And why have they called it? What's the call for? Was it a free kick to Vienna or something like that? Let's have a look. I guess he's called it back for a foul on Madsen. Who's better? Mark says at the moment it's QPR. At the moment I would say it's QPR. Right, Solomon, goal kick to Ronnie. Boy Kemper to Sato. Sato doing really well there. Go on, Sato, do something well done. Isaac back to Solomon. Solomon clears up the field. Burrell, what can he do with it here? Go on, Burrell, chase it. You got that. Yaz, he's got it. Go on, Burrell, into the box, shoots. Oh, that's a good save. Unlucky, unlucky. Good play by Burrell there. So we a corner. I thought he would have passed it to Daniel Benny there, to be honest. It would have been a lot better of a good choice. But he's gone for the finesse shot and it's saved. Really good there from Vienna's keeper. Alright, Madsen to take the corner. Come on, let's get a goal. I want to see some set pieces this season. Whipped in. Bro just misses it. Daniel Benny heads it back in there, cleared away by Vienna. Alright, throw into QPR. How many goals do you think Burrell will get this season to be? I'm saying, do you know what? Since last season, I reckon he will get about 20. Between 15 and 20, I would say. Bias, link live, please. I own it's a link. It's not a link technically. It's just a link to QPR website. £25 for all games of pre-season, or you could pay £5. I think it is for one game. So yeah, but that's all I can say. There's no links on pre-season friendlies, unfortunately.
Pre-season friendly of 6.
Right, it's gone long. Burrell chasing it. Oh, Burrell's got it. Oh. He's missed it, but I was a bit wary because that defender went into Burrell pretty badly. Cheers, Foley. Burrell done really well there to win the ball, but the player just got aggravated and went and slided in, tried to take him out. Madsen just really bad shot there, man. Honestly, really bad shot. Goal kick though to Vienna. Oh, 10 likes on a preseason fair. I've just looked at the likes. Let's try to hit 20 people. Let's get a target of 20. Let's try and hit 20. Alright. Solomon clears it away, comes out of goal. It's going to be straight to Julian on the halfway line. Right, throw in Vienna. I might go get a cider from downstairs at half time. You may join me. Alright, Vienna on the ball. Alright, good ball goes out wide. Any stats on possession? We seem to have a lot of the ball. There's no stats whatsoever, obviously. It's a preseason friendly, and we're only going to find out when it's half time, when QPR team actually pull it out on there. That's if they do put it out on there. Boy Kemper goes long, sees Burrell on the run. And that's pretty much going to be our season, pretty much. Next season. Alright, it's going to be a throw in QPR. Alright, Boy Kemper on the ball with the throw. Alright, Jimmy Dunn plays it to Adamson on the right wing. Alright, Jimmy Dunn. Ronnie Edwards into the middle. Really bad pass there by Ronnie. Alright, it goes long. Jimmy Dunn intercepts it well there. Jimmy Dunn keeps it in, plays it back to Solomon. Alright, Madsen on the ball, pushing up the field. He's got Sato to the left of him. And he gives it. Sato on the ball. Sees him again, Madsen. And it's just intercepted there. Vienna clearing it. Is Adamson doing really well there, getting the ball back. But it's offside anyway. Free kick taken to Madsen. Sees Daniel Benny out wide. Adamson goes for the pass back. Vale done well there. Daniel Benny. Oh, just no one in there right where the ball was played. Good play there by Vale and Benny. Alright, Vienna on the ball. AB Lukoki is looking good. He looks like he's been in the gym. He looks like he's been eating the protein and hitting the weights. Vienna's giving it away. Sato on the ball. He's done really well there. His balance gets past the player. But out wide to Adamson. Crosses it in. It's blocked. Corner QPR. Oh, jeez. 5:30 kickoffs, man. Honestly. In this heat, jeez. So just a quick shout out, guys, if you have social media on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Go give us a follow. We're pretty much posting on there now. On Twitter, you can probably catch us pretty much posting everything, as well as just sports gaming as well, and updates and everything like that. So if you want to keep in touch, go drop a follow and go from there. I've got the follow the DB show in the left hand corner, bottom corner. You can see. Oh, QPR boy Kemper, unlucky. Oh, well played there, Madsen. Vale goes down. Adamson. It's a through ball to Kogi Sato. Keeps it in. Alright, good play to Madsen. Sees Harvey Vale. Back to Madsen. Madsen to Burrell. He's onside here. Bloom play. Whips it in. Oh, just Daniel Benny's not there. He was taken down though. Oh, beautiful play. Honestly, absolutely cracking play by QPR, man. Honestly. Oh, man. Oh, Burrell's done well there. Can he keep it in? Yeah, it's be a corner to QPR. Well played. Madsen to take the corner. What do you want, dog? Back again, yeah? You don't want to watch the football? Madsen to take. Burrell misheads it. Alright, Isaac clears it up the field. Koki Sato turns his play up really well there. Harvey Vale. No one in there. Daniel Benny. Can he keep it in? Yep. Oh, Daniel Benny with the flipping skill there. Burrell shots and blocks. Are we playing that well, or is the other team playing bad? Listen, look, I don't know much of First Vienna. I'll be honest with you. I don't know much about him. You know, we look okay, but you got to remember it's pre-season, you know. They're not going to be their full best, you know. But it's good to see certain things that look a bit positive, if that makes sense. So, yeah. So, Vienna haven't had a shot, but that could also be they're not the very best, you know. I don't know much about Vienna. If any Vienna fans are in the chat, let us know what you think. Right. It's gone long. Vienna's keeper. Jimmy Dunn heads it on. Vale, good touch. 1-2's there with Daniel Benny, but just unlucky there. Vienna win it back. Sato coming back to help out. Alright, Vienna on the ball. Alright, come up for half time. 43 minutes gone. Benny going in with a challenge there. Oh, Jimmy Dunn's missed kick that. And it's going to be, is it a throw-in? Or it's going to be a free kick or a throw-in. Jimmy Dunn and someone having a little bit of an issue there. See the QPR fans all down there. Good turnout for QPR. Ah, mate, Vale is just a gem. Honestly, just a gem. If they played as 4-3-3 the way it looks like right now, but we'll see what happens. Constantine says we haven't gotten into our group so far. Also had a rough past season, but had lots of transfers over summer. I'm guessing Vienna, right? Oh, Vienna shot and it's just missed. Woo, that was unlucky. So what? I'm guessing what you're saying. Vienna's a lot better than the way they playing right now. If that's what you are saying. We also had a rough past season, but had lots of transfers over the summer. Okay. Now obviously over Twitter, I just see like certain things with signings I have, and it's played advantage. Vienna take a shot, and it's gone wide. Right, Solomon's take the goal kick, and the whistle should go as soon as this hits. No worries, mate. Cheers for tuning in anyway, Constantine. I know I said that at the start, but just wanted to make sure he was a Vienna fan. Is the ref gonna blow the whistle? Nope, not yet. It's gone straight back to Solomon. Bayer says who is better. At the moment, QPR are the better team right now. QPR look like the better team. 1 minute at a time. It is 1 minute at a time. Where's the added time gone? Alright, Vienna on the wing on the right. 30 seconds to go. Alright, they move it over to the left hand side. Vienna do. Right, it goes long, Vienna. And it's a good, powerful header by Boy Kemper there. It's offside though. And that should be it for the first half. Not bad, not bad. And there's the whistle for half time. So, not bad at all, not bad at all. Alright, 0-0 at half time. If you give me a second, I will be back in 1 minute. I'm just gonna go get a quick drink and we'll continue our review of that first half. So give me about 2 minutes. I'll be back in a second, people. Go get a drink if you need to, and we'll be back in a minute. Oh, we're back, people. We have a nice little cold drink of cider Aspal here. Oh, hang on. There we go. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Let's talk about that first half, shall we? So in the comments, Boy Kemper looked good actually, played well. Clean sheet, can't argue with that. As Pete said, Kemper looking good, real physical player. What is the QPR game on? Louis says. Louis, the QPR game's on QPR website. It's £25 for the whole preseason, or £5 for each game. And that's the only place you're gonna watch it because it's preseason. So yeah. Right. So I've just had to change it because I've missed some comments, I think, here. So everyone here watching it on QPR Plus, I am, yep. Right, let's talk about that first half. So that first half, was very interesting. We kicked the groove in after about 10 minutes, I would say. The first 10 minutes were a bit loose, I would say. But after that, we looked really good. The balls were getting into Burrell. Burrell was in the box. Benny looked really good. Sato on the wing looked good. It looks like we used him free in midfield. Vale looks like the creator, while Madsen is the box-to-box. And Isaac is a defensive midfielder, or a deep line playmaker, whatever you want to call it. But Sato's been really good, as what Foley's saying. He's been cutting in a lot more than what we need to see, like Chair would. So I'm happy to see that. And yeah, I think Boy Kemper, you know, at the moment it's a bit quiet for Boy Kemper. You know, he looks okay. I'm not going to judge him just yet because we haven't seen enough of him. But I think right now with what I'm seeing, it's positive. It's only pre-season. I'm not going to go too much crazy about it. But Jimmy Dunn and Ronnie, they look excellent together as always. Adamson, it's good to see him pretty much on the field. You know, we haven't seen Adamson play that much this last season, and first time I've seen a stream like this. Oh, I've read that already. Yeah. So basically, what I was saying, I just got distracted there. I don't know what from. But yeah, I would say that Sato looking good. Looks a bit like Chair with what he's doing. Daniel Benny, not cutting in so much, staying more onto the wing. He is. Burrell doing his runs. He's been exceptional. Isaac has been getting into challenges. I'll be honest, looking a bit better than Varane's last season's performances. I would say Boy Kemper, not going to judge him, but Adamson, that was it. Adamson, obviously we haven't seen that much of him last season, but he's having an okay game. He is. He's not doing much defending, but on the attack, he looks like he's on the ball. You know, he looks like he's focused more on the fact working with Daniel Benning on the right. But Solomon as well, been quiet, so can't really judge him. Would love to see him being tested a bit more. But did have one mistake only that I could see, and that was the pass mistake. So yeah. My idol says finally got the stream for free. Well done. Is that score update? The score is updated. It is 0-0. It is. Amir, good to see you, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Just joined in. How we play? We're playing brilliant. We're playing all right. I wouldn't say it's a great performance, but it's a performance against the Vienna team that's not really playing well, as what Constantine has told us. So yeah, not bad. I'm waiting for Twitter to announce who the subs are. I'm just waiting for who the subs are at the moment. Obviously there'll be a different team that's coming out. So apparently the England game has been delayed by 1 hour. That's a bit stupid. That is definitely stupid. Just because of heat, really? Right, wait, hang on, is this yeah, second half team has been announced now. So, Solomon stays in goal. He does, for some reason. Wait, hang on, is this... Oh no, it is the second half. Right, so Solomon stays in goal and Bengay comes in on the right. Morrison and Clark-Sol in the middle, with Brew on the left. Varane, Pearman and Smith. Well, Varane and Pearman, Smith, Chair, Lloyd and Kone. And on the bench is the same three players that were on in the first half. So yeah, that's the second half. Kone's in the second half. He is. We also get to see Lloyd, Chair, Smith and Pearman. Looks like Lloyd will be probably playing on the left. So yeah, Pearman, good player. And we get to see Brew play as well. So let us know what your thoughts are on that team. Kone obviously playing, which is not bad. I don't know if anyone hates Kone or not. Oh man. Just waiting for this team to come out. Oh man. What are we guys doing anyway? What are we doing? What are we doing? I know no goals have happened in that first half. I know that's a bit of a disappointing one for you guys. Well, and me as well, but you know. Oh man. Alright, that's all that done. Sato was class. No wait, not bad first friendly of the season, Foley says. C says Sato was class. Well, Sato hopefully is gonna have a better season this season than he did last. You know, like I said, last season I kind of want to say we need to forget about it, but yeah, let's see what happens in the second half, and yeah, like we get to see Chair play. That's the main thing. When is our next friendly and will you stream it? Our next friendly is, let's have a look when our next friendly is. I can't remember when it is now. Matches. So obviously we got Vienna today. We got Thursday night. We'll be live at 5 o'clock against Weiner in Austria yet again. So we'll be live on Thursday. We will. The 16th of July. I thought it would be a Friday, but it's actually Thursday, so not bad. And then we're back at England on the 21st of July on a Tuesday, but we won't be live for that one because it's at 1 o'clock. But after that, we'll be live for Fiorentina, Bromley, AFC Wimbledon, and then obviously we'll be live now, QPR v Millwall on the 8th of August. So yeah, gonna be interesting. 1 month to go till the season starts fully. Can't wait myself. Apparently Brew, the left back coming on, is very good. So far as I know with Brew is that he's very pacey. He is very pacey. I've spoken to a lot of people that watch the development team and stuff like that, but you know, if he's being taken instead of Escudina, it says a lot, you know. It says a lot. In fact, hang on. I need to have a look again. Brew is left back, yeah. I don't like watching that. How much ticket? Buy ticket, stream 29. Yeah, £25 is the streaming ticket, basically, if you want to call it that. Escudina's attitude is terrible. Hope we are selling him. I don't know what's going on with Escudina. I really don't. Listen, look, he's a good young talent. He has potential. He does, but I'll be honest with you. I think that's what you're correct about. His attitude just stinks a little bit, you know. I don't like saying a bad thing about him, but I think certain people can see that he has an attitude problem. But I also think that's the Brazilian in him as well. You know, he's come over here as a young age. You know, no friends, no family, probably. In this country. You know, so it's kind of like one of them things where, what do, you know? Alright. Solomon obviously staying on as goalkeeper. Paul Smith having a word with the, one of the guys. How did Kemper look? Kemper looked okay. I wouldn't say he was great, just because obviously didn't really show on the ball that much, Amir. So yeah. Vienna staff are pretty much checking the pitch over. First says Chen needs to improve this season. I reckon he will. I just think injuries have killed him. Two up front again. No, it's not two up front. I don't think it's two up front, is it? Kevin Betsy having a word with the right back. I think it's 4-3-3. Julian coming off the pitch after having a word with Chair, I think it was. Alright, second half about to start. And there it is. We just made sure the timer was working there. Right. Kone heads it down to Paul Smith on the left. Alfie Lloyd on the right. Chair in the middle. Paul Smith on the ball in the box. In the box. Crosses it. Alfie Lloyd just over him. Unlucky. Lloyd's playing on the right wing, it looks like it. Paul Smith on the left. Which I actually enjoy watching Paul Smith on the left. I think he's brilliant on the left, personally. Where we have 10 strikers at the club worrying for the wage bill. Oh, sorry, we have 10 strikers at the club worrying for... Yeah, but most of them, you got to remember, most of them strikers can play wing. So, Alfie Lloyd, so for what I know, is that when we had a person in here at the start of Marty's career when Alfie Lloyd last 2 seasons, he said Alfie Lloyd was a winger. It was a born winger. Is an actual winger, not a striker. So yeah. Alright, Morrison gets the foul there. Gonna be a free kick. Solomon to take it. So I think Solomon is pretty much the keeper for today. I don't see it changing. It doesn't say anything on sub benches. I thought we would see Charles or someone, but I guess because we've just signed them late and they haven't had fitness training or whatever, I guess that's why they're not playing today.
Blonde locks.
Listen, look, I like Alfie Lloyd, but I don't know what's gonna happen with him. Clark Salter telling the player to get up, who went down in the box quite lightly. Well, Ward and Charles haven't had fitness tests. You know, they haven't had pre-season, so
Alfie Lloyd. Going to get from Alfie Lloyd as well. Plenty of energy.
Alfie Lloyd wins it back.
Done well there.
Brew on the ball. Sees Jalen Pearman, I think that is. Oh, he's offside. Unlucky. Unlucky.
Side position. The 20-year-old who joined us last summer from
Predict bet, bro. Mate, I've already said 3-0, but I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully Kone hat-trick, maybe. That'd be nice. A nice Kone hat-trick. Kone wins the ball in the box, plays it back to Paul Smith. Paul Smith to Varane. Amadou Mbenge. Wait, hang on, I just realised. Wait, hang on, Amadou Mbenge's on. Oh yeah, he's on the right. It's Brew that's on the left, isn't it?
his loan as well. He was
So it's Varane, Chair and Pearman all in midfield. Chair on the ball now. On the left. Goes down the wing. Good pass to Paul Smith in the middle. Paul Smith wins the ball. Oh, he should have passed it to Kone. Chair on the ball. Chair. Chair shoots and it's blocked. Unlucky. Alright, so throw to QPR. Alfie Lloyd drops it for Amadou Menge. Alright, it's thrown to Kone. Kone done really well there to Jalen Pearman, shoots. Oh, it's just way over. Should have taken his time there, Pearman. Should have holded the ball up, maybe given it to Chair. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of these players go out on loan, some of these youngsters out on loan in Australia and to the Marinas.
12 appearances for them in the Aussie A-League. With 4 goals, got 3 assists. Thank you, Mark.
Alright, Amadou Mbenge fouling a Vienna player there. Quickly taken, free kick. And Brew heads it away. Paul Smith and the back helping him. And it's going to be a goal kick. Alright, Solomon giving it to Liam Morrison. Varane. Morrison again goes long. Kone just missing the head. Chair on the ball. Oh, he's unlucky there, Chair. Alright, Paul Smith on the wing. Bruce sees him. Alfie Lloyd wanted it there. Varane. We're looking really better now. Amadou and Mbenge chasing the ball on the right.
Years of age. I think so. His first pro deal. Congratulations to him. Years ago,
Right, Solomon on the ball. Out wide to Clark Salter, who gives it to Paul Smith, and that's a free kick to QPR.
plenty of time on the ball in these early stages of this second period.
Common URs, booyah from Connor. Hitching QPR. Shout out to you, cheers for tuning in. ATC, I think they will use ones made of cereals. I have no idea what that means. Alright. Vienna throw in. Hello, Connor. Watching in Hitchin. Fair enough. I generally don't know where Hitchin is, I'll be honest with you. Clark Salter plays it back to Solomon. Alright. Liam Morrison on the ball. Alright. Brew. He's lost the ball there, not great. And here goes Vienna. Amadou, good challenge there by Amadou to win it back. Jimmy Dunn's off, mate. Jimmy Dunn's off. He's the second half is pre-season, so there's two literal teams that will come on. Oh, it's an appalling ball by Alfie Lloyd, but we win it back. Paul Smith shoots, just wide. Okay, I didn't know that, Hitchin. That was a response to Lloyd having potential as a bench for us. Oh, right, okay. I didn't know what it was, so yeah. Oh, Vienna loses it there. It's going to be a throw in quickly, Kone. Paul Smith on the wing. Chair plays it back to Brew. Alright, back to Chair. Chair on the ball still. Sees Morrison on the ball. Clark Salter. Brew. Good play here at the moment by QPR. Some good passing. Clark Salter on the ball. Varane. It's a perfect pass by Varane. Absolutely perfect. Now Liam Morrison. Oh, Vienna in here. Good save, Solomon. Good save. Absolutely perfect by Varane there. Absolutely perfect. Chairs lost it there as well. Amadou and Bengay now on the ball. Jalen Pearman. Referee in the way. Chair out wide to Brew. Come on, slow it down. Well done. Clark Salter. Come on, boys. Don't panic, man. Varane, jeez. Just look for the simple pass. Lloyd on the ball now. It's going to be a throw into QPR. In between the final third and the halfway line. Liam Morrison, that was perfect as well. If it wasn't for Solomon saving your asses. It looks like Vienna making a sub. Teddy says, how do you not score? I have no idea, man. It's a good save by Solomon, but perfect defending. Perfect midfield pass. Absolutely perfect. Alright, Vienna makes sub.
Great to hear from that was a big save from him. I was saying earlier, Callum Warden, Pierce Charles, both on the score in Austria, but not involved.
Paul Smith on the ball. Absolutely brilliant by Paul Smith. Is it a free kick? Handball. He's going handball, Paul Smith, because he likes to bloody grab the ball when he gets fouled. Alright, Vienna on the ball now. Alright, playing it from the back. Vienna, Kone chasing it. Alright, here goes. Oh, brilliant tackle there by Varane. I actually can't believe I'm saying that. Jalen Pearman, good turn, good play. Chair wins it now. Wait, oh, Chair, unlucky, mate. He just needed the run. Jalen Pearman, good turn again. Looks up, sees Brew on the left. Sees Paul Smith into the box. Crosses it. Just too high by Paul Smith there. Varane defending well now. Smith has looked good for us since he come up, mate. Smith always looking great. Paul Smith is the Don at QPR, man. He's a gem. Right, Clark sort of playing it back. Your thoughts on Mbengue and Kone Vintage? Oh, mate, it was funny, man, Foley. It was funny. It was funny. It was like, look, do you know what? You know, the funny thing is, right, and you lot were obviously saying, obviously, about me whinging about Mbengue being on the right back scenario and saying that his crossing is appalling. And then Julian Stefan goes and says that in the lift about crossing. We're talking about crossing. Come with us. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. You know, that was amazing. Alright, it's gone long. Oh, Solomon, unlucky. Well, I should say well done, but yeah. Brew, oh, so it's not the best of balls there. Paul Smith fouls. Vienna player, but it's played on. It's going to be a throw into Vienna. Oh man, my neck. Jeez. Alright, Vienna. It's going to be a throw into QPR now. Alright, Brew to take. Oh, it was funny as hell, man. It's funny. You know, you can see Julian as a character to him. Like, I feel like QPR are trying to do so much on social media. Ooh, that was dangerous, Solomon. Like, if you have TikTok and you follow QPR on TikTok, they do some quite funny things they do. Right, it's gonna be a corner to Vienna. Vienna fans. Alright, it's whipped in. And it's been headed away by a QPR player, but gonna go out for another corner. Oh man. Oh, what, the accommodation in Austria? It looks alright. Oh, that was a bad set piece there by Vienna. Alright, Clark saw on the ball, plays it back to Solomon. Teddy says England prediction. Oh, I reckon Norway might beat us, you know. I'm gonna say 1-0 Norway. I am. Haaland with a header on a set piece. Alright. Vienna loses the ball. No free kick. Kone. Good play in here. Kone. Good ball, Pierman. Go on. Oh, it's gonna be a corner. Norway 2-1, Foley says. Okay. Unlucky. Good play by Kone there. It's gonna be a corner though to QPR. Paul Smith to take. Alright. Can't pull. Looks like he's wearing the Skechers like Kone. Alright, it's played short to Chair. Chair whips it in. And it's an awful whipping. Jeez. I booked Tiani QPR lose. Well, I don't know what's going on with that. Paul says 2-1 England. Jeez, okay. Vienna on the ball now on the attack. Played down the wing. And it's a good challenge there by Amadou and Benge. Corner Vienna. Oh, Alfred Lloyd goes down there.
Zimmerman. Pass. Managers, but careful. Don't miss the opportunity to get bodies forward. See if they can take advantage of this. Here is an
Oh, Vienna! Very unlucky, Vienna. Very unlucky. Very unlucky there, Vienna. That was unlucky. Okie says Yuka built the bridge, Tixeria dismantled it. Who is it? Who is right? I have no idea. I have no idea, my friend. Sorry. Alright, his corner's taken, cleared away by Pierman. The first half team looked strong, and the second half team. Frozen Hulk smash the like button for DB. Who do look really poor in the second half? We do look really poor in the second half. I think the defense has been really worse, to be honest. The passing in our back line has been really bad, but we've been okay on the attack still. We look really okay. Hello from Argentina, Martina says. Good to see you. 1-0 QPR. This, I don't know what that username is. Sorry, my friend. Alright, Amadou and Bengate goes long. Jalen Pierman on the ball. Alright, Clark Salter pushed up. Ilias Chair plays to Brew, but it's an appalling pass by Chair. Jeez, not great. And Vienna keeps it in. Morrison passes it back to Solomon. No, it's going to be a throw into QPR. It is. Alright, QPR throw. Vienna making a sub. So Bree has come on. If that's pronounced correctly, I do apologize.
Joining the action.
Yeah, Bree. Philip Bree, I think it is. Alright, it's gonna be a goal kick. Wow, hardcore. Matthew says, wow, hardcore if live video for the first preseason. Watching QPR after the season gives me a headache. Heard chair with terrible pass. Is the guy now well past his best? Okay. Is that pick on the left a recent pick of our pitch? If so, it looks good. I wish it was a recent pick. I wish it was, but it's AI generated, pretty much. So yeah. 7 times. Oh my god. I don't know what we doing here. We playing games in chat. Wow, hardcore if live video for first pre-season. Watching QPR enough to see gives me a headache. So Matthew's not really happy with QPR, pretty much is what I can see right now. Alright, Amadou and Bengue on the ball on the run. Sees Alfie Lloyd on the wing. Right, plays back to Varane. Back to Lloyd. 1-2s. Lloyd still on it. Crossed in. Straight to Vienna. Clearing it. Not bad. Not bad. Alright. It's going to be a corner to QPR. Elias Share to take. Right footer. Chair is the captain at the moment. Whipped in. Headed. Oh, it's just way over. What's that smell? Oh, damn. Alright, Vienna on the attack. Good challenge there by Paul Smith. Alright, Chair on the ball. Varane to Alfie Lloyd on the right. Alright, Varane, slow and pace down. Right, it's gone. It's a good ball there to Alfie Lloyd there from Amadou. So we throw him. Right, Paul Smith down the wing. He's done really well. Paul Smith's there. Chair into Kone. Oh, it's just not great. I would have shot if I was Chair in that position as a free kick to Vienna. Not great. I would have, if I was Chair, I would have just taken the finesse shot. 70 minutes coming up to, and it's gonna be a throw into QPR. Appalling free kick by Vienna there. Alright, hydration break. Another hydration break. Wow. Would you consider previewing our women's team? We are really pushing for promotion, Fody says. I'd be honest with you, right? I've thought about it. I thought about doing something like, look, the development team is being monitored already by someone, I believe. But that person has been signed by QPR to do that now. But the women's team, look, I'll be honest, I'm not really fussed on it, if that makes sense. You know, I know we're trying to push for promotion, but my main focus is pretty much all of this for the men's team. You know, if I have more time on my hands, eventually maybe we could talk about the women's team here and there. But I'll be honest, I don't know much about QPR women's team. I'll be honest with you, my friend. If there is someone out there that wants to do it, I don't mind if they want to post stuff on the channel, but yeah.
Good test for both sides.
Alright, Vienna to take the free kick. Hydration break. Hot goal. QPR 1. I don't think it is, mate. I don't think it is. Just thought, bro, I get what you're saying. No, listen, look, I'm always, gonna ask, not ask, but I'm always gonna, like, listen to people's opinions, listen to what their advice, you know, with anything about QPR. And you're right, look, hopefully someone does cover the QPR, women's football, but at the moment, it's just, I don't know. I wouldn't go into it too much because I don't know much about it. So yeah. Paul Smith. Paul Smith. Oh, unlucky. Hitchin says, "Do you think Jack Colback is missed?" Not really, because he never really played, did he? He never really played. I would tell you right now. The one thing we are missing is someone like Eze. Any news on Jimmy Dunn? There's no news. He's captain. He's played today. He's staying at QPR. Nobody's gonna try and sign him unless Real Madrid come in for him and he's like, damn, I'm going for that. So yeah, I don't know. Unless he goes back to Manchester United, I don't know. Alright, Alfie Lloyd goes for the run, the long run down the right wing. He's unlucky there. Cheers, Foley. It's going to be a throw into QPR, though. Oh. Oh, I see. They're doing it, bruv. They're doing it. The Vienna fans have got that crowd going, man. Alright, Vienna's gone long with it. Is it going to be onside, though? It is. And cleared away by QPR. I thought Eze would have featured more. Nah, man. Listen, look. Tuchel has his way of doing things, and I don't think Eze is a Tuchel player. You know, Tuchel likes a certain type of playing style, and Eze is not that playing style. Hitcher says Marty or Stefan. Stefan all the way. Look. Marty was a lovable character. It was great, but he was too. His way of play was too slow paced, in my opinion. Not slow paced, but too patient in the game, where we were just focusing on crossing the ball in. And you know, we wasn't getting enough goals, in my opinion, and the defense wasn't that great either. Julian's come in and improved the attack completely, and whether it's the strikers that are his or not, he's made us look a lot better up front. You know, the defensive issues are all still there, but I would say pretty much we look a lot better on the attack, you know, under Julian Stefan. I think he will be the head coach to get us promoted eventually. But he needs his team to do that, you know. A lot of the time we're gonna have, if we have a bad result, he's gonna get killed over by the fans. But the one thing I would say as a fan myself, you gotta understand that like this, QPR is not a great team. You know, we're still building. Your stream is 1 minute late. Is it? I don't know. Is it? I have no idea. When you say stream compared to what you're watching, yeah? Is there a song for Stefan? No, there's not. Hitchin, unfortunately, no. Who will win? Legion says. I think it's gonna stay 0-0 personally. Looks don't win points though. Looks don't win points, but the problem is, like, Marty never scored that many goals, you know, where Julian has scored a lot of goals with the forward line, you know. When can you last say a player like Burrell was looking like he could have been top goal scorer for the league? So yeah, that's how I point it out. That's how I see it, you know. Apart from that, I would sit here and say that personally, Marty is a good head coach, but I also still sit here and say that there's a reason why he got sacked from Leicester as well. You know, Leicester fans were putting a lot of pressure on him because of the performances. So yeah, look, you're right. Looks and playing style. As long as you're scoring goals, that's the main thing. But you have to have a good way of scoring them goals and a good defense to make sure we stay in the lead and win games, you know. Top 10 this year, hopefully. Well, yeah, look, I've always said we're a top 10 team, you know. Top 10 is something we need to be going for. You know, a lot of people would want promotion and shit like that. Look, top 8 is something that would be brilliant because it's playoffs as well, top 8. But it's down to whether we kick off the season running. We're still lacking in certain areas, which I will admit. You know, we look weak in certain areas that we still need to improve on. But I don't think Julian will be a good guy that gets us relegated. He had a great song, Marty, with the alcohol, what's it called? Miran or something like that? Moran? I don't know. Oh man. Right, QPR lose the ball there. It's gonna be a throw-in though, QPR. Yeah, for the first preseason game, it's been alright. It's not been horrible. The only thing I'll say is the shots and stuff like that. There's not been many shots. I think a lot of the time Julian rather see his team perform well and obviously not lose. But I think his main thing he wants to work on is the defense this season. Make sure the clean sheets are there and that we don't go like 1-0 up and then lose the lead and give up, or go 1-0 down and stuff like that. So yeah, Vienna clears it up the field and it goes straight to Morrison. Morrison obviously back at QPR after his loan spell at I think it was Aberdeen, weren't it? Alright, Brew on the ball. Varane plays it back to Solomon. Solomon goes out wide to Amadou and Benge. And Benge's done well there. And Kone sees Alfie Lloyd, but it's not the best of passes. It's cleared away. Alright, Varane back on it though. Brew calling for it. Varane sees him on the run. On the left, heads it back to Ilyasher. Good play here. Oh, Obiku came on. I didn't see that. Crossed in. Kone. Oh, unlucky. Who came off? I don't know who came off. Who came off for QPR? I didn't see. I must have missed that. Let's see if I can find anything to do with the sub, who it was. Can't see it. Can't see it. Mr. says better no goals, Jesus Christ. I'm just trying. I think Paul Smith come off. I think. I'm a bit worried about that now if Paul Smith's come off, because I'm hoping he's not injured. Ooh, Brew has gone down there. Obuku chasing it. And just misses it. It's gonna be a throw into QPR. Brew to take. It looks like Paul Smith is fine. He's moving about quite good. Oh, he's just chatting away with the fans. He is. Unless he actually knows them, or he's just taking a picture of them. Referee having a go at the clock sorter. As update me what's been happening, please. Been at work for the past hour. First half better than the second. Second half has been quite a bit of a Vienna half, or I should say 50-50. But I would say I'm not very impressed that much with the second half. There's been some good chances in the sense of, I would say, Paul Smith looking like the main guy, but he's off at the moment. Elias Scher's playing in a bit of a different position. Alfie Lloyd looking okay, chasing a ball. Obuku's on. We get to see the first sight of Obuku. Kone's been quiet. And Solomon has had a good save. So yeah. Seed says Brew looks good. I can't, like I said, I haven't really seen much. Look, if you're watching the game, then obviously I must have missed it. But you know, Brew is very pacey. But apart from that, still got a lot to show me. I don't think there's going to be any late winner here, unless it's going to be a wonder goal. Oh, Brew. Talking to Brew, he's just made a conceded a throw. Right, it's gone long by Vienna. Touchdown to the keeper by Amadou. That noise, Andy, noise. Hopefully you're not working too hard. Alright, almost 5 minutes to go. I would say added time, but even added time is going to be a bit of a stupid one. So yeah. Right. Pierman loses it. Not bad there. Oh, Varane's won it back. Chair. And he's tucked into the back to Brew. And he's got Ebuku on the left. And slowing pace down a little bit. Brew waiting for someone to help him. Clark, Salter. Morrison. So Amadou and Bengay. Oh, he's giving it away. And here go Vienna on the attack on Amadou's side. And Clark saw intercepting that pass from Vienna. And Amadou on the ball now. Is it Amadou? I don't think it is Amadou. I'm not sure if it is. Oh, it's a shit pass. It is Amadou. Well, yeah, I know, mate. I'm watching the bloody game. Alright. Vienna goes long. Do you know what? Vienna's passing has not been the best either. Varane has been intercepting it quite well. Alright, it's gone long to Obuku down the wing. He's done well there, Obuku. Sees Chair. Oh, he's just taking a deflection. Jalen Pierman shoots. Oh, he's just gone wide. Oh, so unlucky, Pierman. Unlucky. I think if that ball goes to Chair, it's a goal. Pierman unlucky. I'm used to seeing Pierman score them type of goals in the development side, to be honest. Vienna's fans are going mental at the moment, and it's only pre-season.
Wide.
I generally can't hear them that much with what they're saying, but you can hear them. Like you can hear usually QPR fans at Loftus Road. Yeah, clean sheet's not bad, but the problem is, look, like I said, I can't really say anything much about Vienna because I don't know much about them, but technically if they're a division like really low in Austria, we should be beating them. Technically, like if this is the actual stadium, we should be beating them, in my opinion. I don't think there'll be a post interview. Like there will be a post interview, but I just think he'll say the same things. Like, it's a good run out for the lads. Good to see certain players back on the pitch and go from there. Really. Vienna, the Luton of Austria. Oh, fair enough. Do you seem to have some issues, mate? I don't understand, AT, what you mean by that, but okay. Amadou, Jalen Pierman, Varane, Chelsea's Obuku. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that. Justin, oh, go on, Obuku, shoots. Oh my god. Just an awful shot right there, man. But you know what? Obuku looking good, you know. Obuku's looking really good. He's doing some good things on the pitch. It's just the shot is a bit bad. Spicy in chat even for pre-season. Mate, trust me. Oh man. We've been busy today for first pre-season game. Oh, chair on the ball now. 2 minutes to go. Can we get a goal? Can we win this? Come on, Obuku. Sees Brew. God's sake, we're just the crosses are just so bad today. Kone on the ball now. Ah, unlucky. Varane unlucky there. It's going to be a goal kick. I think that settles it, to be honest. Unless we get the ball back quickly and get up the pitch. Oh, man. Mid-game, it says how many extra time. They haven't announced it yet. It'll be announced in a second, but it'll probably be just a minute. It'll probably just be a minute. The referee probably wants to go home and watch the World Cup. No goal in this match, my boy. Yeah, I know. We need a new right back and a midfield for sure. Seed says. Listen, look, like I keep saying to you lot, man, I'm not very comfortable with Amadou on the right on the attack. But if we can adjust it, then I would say right back wise, if he's not comfortable with Adamson, then yeah. But my main focus is we need to focus on a backup left back at the moment. Harry Amas would be great. But that's if we can get it done 2 minutes at a time. But apparently there was rumours a couple of days ago that QPR had 2 bids rejected for 2 midfielders. So yeah, I don't know if they're going to go back in for him, but that could just be bullshit as well. Alright, Solomon on the ball, clears up the field. Kone, just not getting up enough. Chair to Kone, back to Chair. Good play. I guess Alfie Lloyd came off because there's a different player on the right. Sanaloo, not Tanalu. It's going to be a goal kick though, I think. Alright, goal kick to Vienna. 1 minute to go. We'll see what happens. Alright, it's gone long. Alright, it's back to Solomon. Oh, Kone's gone down here. It's not looking good. Referee's blowed his whistle. Kone's out here, down on the floor. How did we play overall? Man says. It was alright. Look, the first half was brilliant. The second half has been a bit of a downfall. I wouldn't say too much of a downfall, but it's been pretty bad. Paul Smith obviously looked really good in the second half as always. You know, he's always looking great. Pearman has had a couple of opportunities at goal in the second half. Varane given the ball a couple of times. Well, that's full time. 0-0 first game pre-season. As long as we haven't lost, I'm happy. But 0-0. Some of the Vienna fans are not happy with the game. They look pretty bored. But Kone is down here and it's not looking great at the moment. But yeah, look, good signs in the first half from some players. Sato looked really good. I'd say Burrell looks back. Daniel Benny looked kind of sharp at times. Harvey Vale and Madsen in midfield is with... Do you know what? Big shout out to Isaac. Isaac looks really good. He does. You know, let's talk about it right now. I'm just going to pause this at the moment. I'm going to pause this and we'll talk about the whole game right now. We will. So, look, I'll put it this way, right? First half goes on and... it looks great. The first 10 minutes of the game looks a bit shaky. Vienna was a bit of the team pushing on. QPR did start to look a lot better after 10 minutes. They did. Players that were really looking good, like I said. Adamson was running down that wing past Daniel Benny quite a bit. It looked like Sato was playing and tucking in like Ilya Sherwood. So... Sato looked really good. Burrell, phenomenal. Doing some great runs as well. I would also say Benny looked good at times, but there was sometimes that I feel like experience is needed for him. But what I will say is this. That free midfield in the first half was brilliant. I really enjoyed watching that. Harvey Vale, Isaac and Madsen really impressed me in that first half. Really looked really good. So shout outs to all of them. Don't know what we're gonna see in the next game, but those three are the positives at the moment in this game. Solomon gave the ball away in the first half once or twice, but did recover. Now second half happened. Paul Smith was on looking really great. Elias Scher doing what he does best, bringing the ball out from the back and pushing it on forward. Alfie Lloyd was pretty quiet, but had a couple of good runs. Morrison and Clark Soto were quiet, but there was chances that Vienna was squeezing in to the onto the attack and getting past their defense, and obviously Solomon making some good saves. Brew, I'm not going to say much about him so far. It's been very quiet, but fitness levels look good for him. Right back Amadou Mbengue, you know my opinion on Amadou. I love Amadou Mbengue. I think he's brilliant, but right back I'm not really comfortable with him on the attack. Midfield though, Jalen Pearman looked really good. I think that was impressive from him. Varane, shaky at the start, he was, but worked himself in the game. Looked pretty decent. The only thing I would say is that the passing was not great, but interception wise for defense was okay. Kone quiet. Obuku came on, looked really impressive. Had a couple of chances, so shout outs to him. And then obviously Sanalou came on the right for Alfie Lloyd. Had a run or two, but that was about it really. But good signs. Look, we've kept a clean sheet. Next game we probably get to see one of the keepers that we've signed. Hopefully a bit of a different team as well. Hopefully we get to see some goals. Like, it's pre-season. Julian, I don't think is gonna go in too hard on the players in the sense of wanting to see big results and goals. I think he's just looking at pretty much when it comes down to what needs to be worked on, kind of thing. You know, look, we've just come off a season with a poor defense and injuries, so working into the team would be a reasonable thing to do. You know, let's see what he says in the interview they'll put out probably around about 9 o'clock tonight or 10, and see what they say. But first things I would say is some good options are there, and we can see some areas that need to be improved on. Hopefully in the next couple of days we get some more information on any rumors really on sign-ins. But yeah, not a bad first game. You guys have killed it yet again on the stream, so much love to you lot. Let me have a look at some of the comments before we leave. Now, so Foley says, what has impressed you, DB? I pretty much said it, to be honest. Kone injured, not looking good, Seed says. Paul says, not been the best of games, but enjoy being back in the watch along. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Cheers, Paul. Thank you for tuning in. Foley says, thanks for streaming. We got to go see you for the next one. We'll be live on Thursday. And Seed says, Vale was ice cold. He really was. He was really good today, I think. You know, you guys know, if you are new to this channel, you won't know this, but Vale is a guy that I have been pretty much talking about for 3 seasons to get into QPR. You know, he was a Chelsea youth level on loan at some clubs. You know, injury prone at Chelsea, didn't really get the break that he wanted under Lampard, I would have said. And he's come to QPR and had a fresh start. So pretty decent for me. Pretty decent player, I think. So yeah. So end of the day, shout outs to Foley, West 12p. As always, Andy, Paul, Anonymous, AB, who else we got here? Chip off the block, Plan, Eleanor, the Geezer, Plan, who else we got here? Scotty, Constantine, Flying High, always good to see you back in the chat. My idol, shouts to you for tuning in. Mark as well. Who else we got here? Bias, who's a new chatter, I would say. AB as always, good to see you back in chat again as well. I think that might be it. I'm just gonna have a look. Seed, I don't know if we've mentioned him. Hitchin, thank you for tuning in as well. I haven't really seen you in the chat before, but thank you for tuning in. Much love. As well, Teddy as always. Paul, I think we said your name already. Arkia, new to the chat. Ibertine, Ibupartine. Sorry, my apologies if pronouncing some of these names can be really bad. Martin, who bloody hell, a lot of shout outs here today. Legion as always, Star. Darius, I'm hoping I got that right. Valen, Mystery. Who else do we have in? My eyes are playing up. Sorry. Jeez. Celeste. Mib Gaming. Oh god, there's a lot of people shouting out here today. Jeez. Well, look, all you guys, man, big shout out to you guys for tuning in, man. Much love, appreciation for it. Let's see where we hit the likes. We hit the 20 like mark, 21. So shout out to you guys hitting the mark that we needed. If you want, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to catch us in the next watch along. Hitch says Connor watching too and loving it. You gave him the right laugh. Thanks, boss. No worries, man. Hitchin, it's good to for you to tuning in. I know you're a new person tuning in today, so yeah. Cheers to the mainstream, mate. See you next time. Always. So yeah, first things first, we'll be back Thursday against, I believe, I've got to remember who we're playing now so I don't mess this up. So Thursday we're playing Wiener, great name. 5:30 kickoff again. So hopefully you guys can tune in after work or whatever. We'll hopefully try and be live for 5 o'clock. I know we was alive 5 o'clock today, but apart from that, have a great evening. Thank you all for watching, and all to the new subscribers as well. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to, push that notification bell to stay tuned to every video upload that we do. We're live, and we're also on the social media as the DB Show on this channel on YouTube. Follow my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, the Coach DB. We also are on Twitch as well. We do some gaming. Pretty much go live as well, pretty much every night playing pro clubs. But if you tune into that, totally up to you. Coco here too. Shout out to Coco. Connor, I don't know if you heard me saying thank you. But yeah, peace, love, positivity as always, everyone. And we'll catch you next time. Shout out to all you guys. Have a good evening. And drink lots of water and stay safe out there. Catch you lot later, people. Cheers, boys.